All right, how's everybody doing? And thanks for joining me today. Today we have a pretty unique menu. This is menu number 2, pork rib. I'm not exactly sure what year this is because we have no numbers on the side, as sometimes we see on these tan bag MREs. And there's no Julian date code stamped anywhere on the seams. So I'm really not sure what year this was produced. Looking this stuff up, some say it could be a very early 2000, possibly a 2003. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually get into this guy and maybe we'll find some clues. So let's get into it. We have a peelable seal. And the crazy thing about it is I bought a lot of these of a full case and they look actually perfect. But like I said in my other videos, I've been having terrible luck with these tan bags, and I don't know, they just have not been stored properly. They have not held up over time, so they weren't good. Let's see what we got here. And this is interesting. Look at this. Clam Chowder by the Warnick Company. This is 1 pouch, 142 grams, 5 ounces. And let's see what the day codes are. 1244. So this could possibly be a 2004. We have cheddar cheese, 1.5 ounce, 42.5 grams. So here we go. We have a 1214. Chocolate chip cookie, 2.1 ounce. This is 2.1 ounce. We have 280 calories, 36 grams of carbs, 2% protein. The clam chowder is 140 calories, 7 grams of protein, 13 grams of carbs. Wow, that's going to be scary trying that. We have an accessory packet, 3A 4201. So again, 201st day of possibly 2004. And we have a taster's choice. We have green army matches. We have a Tabasco, which kind of looks a little dark, but I'm not sure. Let's get into it. Then we have our typical MRE spoon in soft plastic. We have a wheat snack bread. That's weird. We have 2 wheat snack breads, 57 grams. This is 2 ounces. We have 170 calories, 4 grams of protein, 28 grams of carbs. And then we have another wheat snack bread. So I don't understand why we have 2. That's kind of weird. And then we have a beverage base lemon lime, 34 grams. Yeah, I've never seen a package like this. Let's see what we got here. 33 grams of carbs, 0 grams protein, 130 calories. We have a flameless ration heater. We have 4170, so 170th day of possibly 2004. And it is manufactured by TruTech, Riverhead, New York. I don't know if you can make that out. Okay, and then we have imitation boneless pork rib, 2.6 ounces, 1 pouch of 74 grams. We have 230 calories, 1 gram of carbs, 10 grams of protein. So, and this was manufactured on the 92nd day of 4, which is possibly 2004. So I'm really not sure. Let me research some of this stuff since it is open now, and we'll be right back. Okay, we laid everything out, I took some pictures, and you know what? This very well might be a 2004. So let's open up these boxes and actually see what the pouches look like. Clam chowder. And yeah, it is possible that this is a 2004. So if this is, I am very excited because I've been looking for this 2000 era meals and I have not had much luck. Now let's keep our fingers crossed and see if these are actually edible. And while we're here, let's look at our accessory packet. We have a Lighthouse toilet paper. We have a moist towelette. We have some Tabasco, which it's a little dark, but I've seen darker and eaten darker. We have 2 small pieces of chewing gum. We have red tip green cover matches with the striker on the back. Wow, that's a good sign. That's a real good sign. Our taster choice is still crunchy. And then we have a creamer non-dairy. And then we have iodized salt 4 grams and Domino's 4 grams sugar. All right, this is starting to look promising. I'm going to get both of these mains in some warm water for about 10 minutes. I think I'm going to do the same with the cheese and the snack breads. And I'll get some water ready for our coffee. It's a and our lemon lime. We have a coffee and isotonic, so this should be exciting. Let's keep our fingers crossed and let's hope this menu held up. We'll be right back. Stand by. Okay, we're all set up. I got some warm water. I boiled the mains and the breads and the cheese in some simmering water for about 7-8 minutes. Everything is piping hot. I'm looking at this menu and I'm really kind of trying to understand where they're going with this. I mean, we have 2 snack breads, which that could be a fluke. But then we got a cheese spread. We have a clam chowder. We have a pork riblet, chocolate chip cookie. We have an isotonic lemon lime. And we have a Taster's Choice coffee with sugar and non-dairy creamer. So these 2 really don't make sense. I don't understand why we would have a pork rib and then a seafood. So, and then snack bread. So let's get into it. First things first, I'm curious to see if this possibly 2004 flameless ration heater actually works. So we're going to start it off to see if it actually kicks off. I will be adding a little bit of the salt just to help it along. And I don't know. I think we got a 50-50 shot. We're not using it, but I'm not going to rely on this one possibly to fail. So we're going to just see what happens. And I think we actually have a reaction here. So we're just going to put that on the side like that, and we're going to see what happens. Let's move everything up here and get our coffee and our isotonic ready. I tell you, this is a beefy package. If anyone knows in the comments who's watching, when I research these tan bag 2000 era MREs. The consensus is that these meals were kind of was when the government was actually trying to find a menu listing. They were experimenting with a lot of different meals. Look at that. That thing's taking off. Ooh, that's pretty warm. So they were trying a lot of different menus, and this was like the height of the MRE menus. Also, from what I could find online, and I was not into collecting these MREs back then, so please tell me, were these easy to find? Were they hard to acquire? Because they're impossible to find now, fresh and edible, which what I mean by that is stored in a good condition where you can actually consume these. But if I'm not mistaken, we were fighting the war on terror back then, so I wouldn't really think a lot of this stuff would be on the secondary market as much as it is today, because they're actually being utilized. So if you know, let me know, because I can't find much about this stuff. All right, so enough jabbering. Let's get into this guy. Wow. I'm going to just throw a little hot water in there, because that does look like it has sugar in it. And let's mix that up a little. Alright, and then our taster's choice. Let's keep our fingers crossed and make sure we don't have any mold. Wow, that looks perfect. I'm excited. That means that case I bought is possibly all good. And this isn't out of the case, partial case I bought when I did the other 24 plus year old review. I'm drawing a blank on what menu that was, and that was not part of this case. That was a separate partial case with I think 6 menus in it, or 7. Alright, let's get that coffee. And we're only going to use about 6 ounces. Let's get the teepee going here. Wipe our spoon. These menus for me have been elusive. I keep trying to find these older menus, and I cannot even begin to tell you how many partial menus I purchased that every time I crack them open, they're horrible. They're rancid. The cheese is literally like vomit paste. And yeah, the meals have been rancid. The packages delaminate when I boil them. These look good. So, I don't know. Move this over to the side. We're saving our salt, just in case we want to salt our menu up a little. Alright. Let's finish adding water to this. And I don't see anything on the bottom anymore. That looks really good. I gotta try it. Wow. That tastes nothing like current MRE isotonic lemon lime. That actually tastes really good. Very smooth, pretty sweet, no aftertaste, and a really, really unique, actually quality lemon lime flavor. I'm impressed with that. Alright, chocolate chip cookie. Look at that. there's actually 2 of them in here. That is crazy. 2 chocolate chip cookies. I have not seen that before. Oh, wheat snack bread. Wow. And I'm not really getting kind of stale, but we'll just put one on the side for now. The cheese spread, I boiled it to help. Will it help? Who knows? All right. Pork rib patty, where should we put that? I don't want to mix these 2 together just in case one is rancid. So, all right, we're going to keep that pork rib patty there. Okay, this might smell a little funky. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting like a, I don't know. That does smell a little weird. Getting like a very, you know how when the cheese gets bad and it has like an acidic bite to it? I'm actually smelling that in that. So, I don't know. Let's see what we got here with our rib patty here. Wow, that is actually pretty impressive looking. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to look at here. We just got to pull the trigger now and get into this. Wow, this thing is smoking hot. Wow, if that's a 2004, I'm impressed because that thing is insanely hot right now. All right, enough stalling here. Let's check out this pork rib patty. We've got really nice color. It's of course processed into the shape of a rib patty. It smells stale. It really does smell stale. Okay, well, here we go. Let's try it. That really tasted really stale. And the texture of it, meatloaf. That was the menu I had prior to filming this. That was so much better than this patty is. This, I got hit with an overwhelming stale. The stale taste actually overpowered the meat flavor, and that was not appetizing, which is really scaring me because if this didn't hold up, this definitely didn't hold up. I gave it a chew for a little while, and then honestly I spit it out because I want to see where my mouth goes with this. All right, so let's actually see what the cheese looks like, because that's gonna, okay, wow, look at that. Ooh, that is strong. No, okay, I'm telling you right now, this menu didn't hold up. This is gonna be a fail. Look at that cheese. I can already tell you that it was bad when I cooked it, and now I just melted it and incorporated all that into it again. It's grainy. The color's off. It's got a really, really sharp, pungent smell to it. That is definitely bad. I'm not going to try that. Okay, well, let's try some coffee because I know that's going to be good. Wow, that is really good. Just the right amount of water. Good flavor. It's not very complex, but the creamer and the sugar go well with it. Ah, what a disappointment. Okay, let's try this cookie out here. The cookie doesn't smell stale. Okay, that cookie held up. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. It's a very cheap, low-quality cookie. I don't taste any kind of spices. It's very crumbly, very thin, very hard. Even the chocolate chips are not giving me any kind of unique notes or flavors or creaminess. And I'm going to probably regret trying this. So let's give it a shot. First, I'm going to try just a potato. I want to stay away from those clams. Wow. There's a really, really sharp odor to this. And just because there's clam in this, I'm not going to risk it. I've eaten some old MREs, and I'm not messing with that. That's dangerous. Yeah. Let's clean off our spoon, because I don't want to cross-contaminate anything. It's a shame. I was really hoping for this. I have not had a pork riblet. It sounds interesting. The clam chowder sounds interesting. Let's cut this guy open, and let's take a bite from the center. Maybe the center held up a little better. It looks interesting. I mean, there's some nice gravy, oil, water in it. We got some nice oils separating in it. It's got great looking color. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it did not hold up. Yeah, I can't even get to swallow that. That's not good. All right, well, here we go. This was it. Another failure tan bag series. I should just name these videos tan bag failure series. The only thing amazing out of this menu really was this guy right here. I have never tasted such a smooth, well-flavored lemon lime isotonic. This is truly a pleasure. Unfortunately, everything else was a bust. And let's look at our moist towelette. Moist towelette looks good, nice and wet. All right. Well, even that's falling apart. All right, so that's definitely bad, and I'm not even messing with it. This looked amazing, but it didn't hold up. This is just something bad waiting to happen. That wheat snack bread, I mean, I don't know why I got two of them. Let's try a little corner. Ah, that is terrible. Yeah. Terrible, 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 terrible. Mediocre fantastic, fantastic, outstanding. Wow. Okay, well, let me know what you thought about this. Let me know what you think about if this was correct, 2004. If you have had these menus in the past, let me know if they were decent. I would think they were. We got some really versatile different components going on here. One question I'd really like to know, if you were collecting MREs or even just purchasing them to have emergency food back in the 2000, 2005, 2010, were these easy to actually acquire? And were these menus better than they are on the current lineup? Let me know. I'd really like to find this information out because I'm still going to be going through these menus. And hopefully we'll get lucky, but now it looks like I got 12 menus, 11 now, in this case A, and it looks like everyone's going to be like this. But who knows? Maybe that was menu 1, it was on the outside, it saw some heat, who knows? But either way, that was menu number 2 of a Warnick MRE pork rib can bag failure. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.